in this project I wanted to test, can I really record decent guitar anywhere, even just outdoors? And here's the result. A few days ago I just discovered this Play Anywhere challenge or contest by Neural DSP, and I wanted to take this a lot further than what I would normally do and go outdoors and kind of show my background from the countryside. Here I just wanted to test my boundaries as well and see how these modern tools that we're having nowadays, like Neural DSP plugins, just laptop and an interface, how they work in the field if you just want to get the idea out and record it, and seeing if there's anything that I can come up with and just share and perhaps use professionally in the future. This wasn't really the first time I did anything like this. I remember in 2023 I traveled to Finland with my laptop and started writing some of the songs for my upcoming album, and I'm currently actually working on those songs and sharing more about them in the future. So with this song, it all started with the idea of using a 7-string guitar, and I used my PRS SE 7-string guitar, the Mark Holcomb signature, Focusrite Scarlett interface, and few guitar plugins by Neural DSP. Basically the archetype Pliny and Petrucci plugins. That's kind of where it all started from. The concept for the song started from the idea of writing something fairly simple, but also meeting the criteria of the contest, which was like 30 seconds. So I narrowed down the tempo of the song and started writing with that intention to have it in 30 seconds. So it made sense to have the tempo that is like 192 beats per minute, and then based on that I would have like few 8-bar sections where I can have like some kind of like contrasts between each part. So before I went even outdoors to do the recording and writing, I just wanted to have the basic idea before going out there. So using 7-string, and I was in drop A tuning, so it made sense to then come up with something that is in the key of A. I just wrote this really simple riff that you can hear outdoors, that it went like this. And then after coming up with that idea, I just harmonized it, and here's how the harmony sounds like. So I wanted to have a little like a solo type of part in the middle of the song after introducing the riff. So then there's a solo where I kind of use the riff a little bit, and then the final part where I just shredded a little bit more. After I decided to write it that way, it was time to go outdoors, and I picked up these few spots where I wanted to do the recording of the video. So the first one was like with this like gathered trees around the area where was a lot of trees going down. I'm not sure what are these called in English. I thought it might be a cool place to play guitar on top of these trees. Here I just used my Shure in-ear monitors in order to hear myself. I had my laptop set up next to me, but not really in the video itself. So it kind of looks like I'm just playing there alone. But yeah, I had my laptop there with my in-ears and the interface as well, just right behind me. So it was really easy to have the access for the recording gear. I had to like overdub just few notes from this take, but other than that, it was pretty much recorded there, if I remember correctly. And then the next place where I played was here, and I think it made sense to play in this spot because it was basically just next to the first spot where I played, and it had a lot of contrast. This was a little bit more challenging because of the environment itself, but from this photo you can see like how it actually looked like there. So my laptop and interface was literally on top of the backpack, and then I had like this extension cord for my in-ear monitors, so that way I could hear myself as well. And then I just went to the frame and performed my take. And with that, I don't really remember using overdub. Maybe I did like 1 or 2 notes, but I think it's fair to say that it was mainly done with 1 take. So the last spot was like really, I think, a really Finnish spot where I wanted to shred. I think it was a little tricky to do because it was like next to the road. So for the first shot, I took the camera to the other side of the road to make sure that car wasn't going to hit, and then for the second take on the side, but still not on the driving path. So it was easier for me to just have really good takes that way. So I think the biggest challenge for me riding outdoors was because it's still fairly cold part of the spring here in Finland. My hands started to freeze pretty quickly towards the end, so I had a challenging time to actually play guitar. I think that was like one of the most important parts to make sure that was done correctly. And on top of that, having the monitoring system that works, I think that's also really important. So something like in-ear monitors work great, but I would recommend having something wireless, like maybe a Bluetooth speaker could do the job if there's not like latency. I think those would be some type of lessons that I learned from this video or creating that little song. So I think it's really interesting to see where the guitar plugins have gone at this point. So just having a few really good plugins, an interface and a laptop basically allows you to create really good songs. And as long as you have a really good idea, I think you have the keys to success with guitar-related music. So that's how I view everything right now. Just making sure that I can create something awesome with my gear and have as minimalistic and ready-to-go type of approach as possible. So that's kind of all. I really encourage you to try different types of approaches to writing songs. So this was just my approach to create a really like riff and melody based song, and I hope you found some value from this as well. So yeah, that's kind of it for now. I'm going to continue writing my new album, so if you want to learn more about songwriting, go check out my Patreon page. There's a course coming out. Go check it out, and other than that, thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one. Bye.